to stay here? I said, hey, praise Him. And I hustled for 5 days going to those roads, waking up at 5:30, 5 o'clock sometimes, and I need to be at school at 6:30, 6:35. And to get rest of that, I am praying that Father Yahweh is going to send me home already. I am. I want to go home and see our brothers and sisters in the Philippines. I want to feel their love. I want to see them eating. I want to see them doing this work that Father Yahweh wants me to supervise. My soul wants to go home. But as Apostle Saul said and my pastor said, for the sake of each and every one of you. If Father Yahweh said, not yet, not yet. We should be aiming, waiting, and rejoicing in His Shabbat. So there should be nobody among us who come here as if you drag yourself out of your bed, forcing you to come, as if Father Yah owes you something. Baby, this earth will go around whether you come or not. His day will come and pass whether you come here or not. So Father Yah owes you nothing, my dear brothers and sisters. But you should be ashamed. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Because everything that we have in this world, even our own breath, is from Him. The holy of the Elohim, honorable, and shall honor Him. How we honor Father Yah? If we come to church haphazardly, as if we don't have the energy, the aspiration, just like remember when you first in love? You know, when I see my wife and I told myself that she will be my wife, my baby, every time I see her, I want to jump out on the cloud nine. That's what you feel, right? The same thing with you. I can see and recognize my wife even I'm just looking at her back. Are we not going to feel the same way every Shabbat? We should. Not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, and nor speaking thy own words. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Almighty Father Yah. We do that. He said, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob, thy father, for the mouth of the Almighty Father Yah had spoken it. You know, you receive not because you ask not. That's what James said. And if you ask evilly. Because you just want to ask something that you want to spend for your own pleasure. For the last 6 years, when I see that miracle happens, when I promise to myself that me and my family is going to obey Father Yah, especially during his Shabbat, I see miracles exponentially happening in my life. My wife is there. For just the last 2 years, who could imagine that we can buy almost 5 million pesos of property in the Philippine Island? And I'm just a teacher with 9 months of salary. My wife is just earning $12.25 an hour. Me and my wife just earn almost $70,000 for 1 year. So that more than half of it is paid with the bills. And yet, we can send our children to Tulane, LSU, which is worth $100,000 plus dollars a year. And we do not even pay a single penny for it. But if there's a testimony with the miracles of Father Yah, I am the living testimony. I am telling to you because I don't want to brag this, but I want you to see how good Father Yah is.
All the time. All the time.
We know.
It's not me. Not even the smartest of my children, because some of you think that my children are smart. That's true, but it's not from them. It is Him. Because in everything we do, I teach my children. In every paper they sent to their school, I said, pray.
That's right.
Father Yah will come, will make it.
Every day, all day.
The word says, Father Yah is going to bless you and who? Your seed. Because if there's one thing that we can give to our children, that it will never be corrupted, nor came into waste, is the word of Father Yah.
Yeah.
That even when we are gone on this planet of earth, and if Father Yah is going to hold on the time to send His Son, they are going to see it. If it's not during their time, it will be their children. So don't tell me that you're going working for 7 days, 24/7, 24 hours and 7 days a week. Because what? You are trying to save for your children. Solomon said, I did all of this. I have all the money of the world, but if I'm going to die, Solomon said, I don't know if my child is going to take care of what I have done. Are you sure? No. But if we teach our children the ways of Father Yah, you are giving them life. And as a parent, it is your first and foremost responsibility to Him. Because if we know the law with the one that has promised, it says what? Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which your Father in heaven give it to you. But sometimes we are just taking it for granted as a literally applied to our earthly parents. But what if we are talking about our Father? Are we honoring Him and respecting Him the way that we should to own those blessings that He promised us? We want the blessings, but we don't want to go through to get that blessing. In Nehemiah chapter 13 verse 19, another example how we are going to observe Shabbat. Nehemiah 13 verse 19. It says here, and it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark, when? Before the Shabbat. This is Friday afternoon, my dearest brothers and sisters, before the sun goes down. What is Nehemiah saying? Nehemiah saying, he commanded the gates to what? To be shut, and and charged that they should not be opened till when? Till after the Shabbat. Why? Because during the time of Nehemiah, he observed that people coming in, even during the Shabbat, to sell and to buy during his day. What he's telling us? We should not practice these things. You know, even when we are here in the United States, we are coming here already. But you know, most of the times way back then, we drive in Florida Boulevard to come here in the sanctuary. You know why? Because if we see a garage sale, even during the Shabbat, we drop by. Because I'm telling to myself, we can save money for that. I was so ignorant. But praise Father Yah. He showed me the way. Because what I'm doing is asking death to knock in my doorstep. Now imagine if those days, what we are about to leave our car and go somewhere else to buy during that day of garage sale, what if we die that day? Do you think Father Yah is going to understand, oh Father Yah, you know, you allowed him to go? No, we choose to. And then some of us here, after the service, you just get out of here and go somewhere else as if the Shabbat is over. And then you will reason out, I did. I said, Father Yah, you will understand. No, we won't. Because he gave you black and white, his Shabbat, how to observe it, and then you're going to reason out that he will understand you. Maybe he will not. Because what if the moment you get out of the sanctuary and steal his Shabbat, just right the corner, somebody hits you? Do you think he will understand you? No. You might say it is an emergency. Then you should be more inclined to stay and plead for whatever emergency is that you want to get out. Are we choosing life, or are we choosing are we choosing death? And charged, that's what Nehemiah said, charged that they should not be opened till after the Shabbat. And some of my servants said I at the gates that there should be no burden, meaning no business, be brought in on the Sabbath day. Just a plain example how we are going to observe and respect Father Yah. And we heard the other week, disrespect is not a life thing. And you want all the blessings? Because, you know, if there is a reason why we're doing this, it is written in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12.